Another day, more Phils. Welcome back to Pinstripehype, a Phillies podcast. I am your host. My name is Chris. With me, as always, is co-host Nate. The Phillies split against the Pittsburgh Pirates at home, large in part two. Fucking Nola.
Fucking Nola.
He was safe. It was not an error. Nate?
First off, Jacob Mizorowski, go fuck yourself. The league is protecting you. What the fuck was that? The ball wasn't in the net. It touched the glove, but it was the third baseman, right? The third baseman was on the run and had to make a bang play, but that's an error. That's an error, though. Just because it touched the glove. My ass. That's 5 earned runs for Jacob Mizorowski, and his ERA is a 1.81. Yes, he's ahead of Christopher Sanchez and everything still. There's 2 months of the season left. So Brewers fans, all of you, I got you to come out. I got you to come out. So go fuck yourselves, and hopefully Sanchez wins the Cy Young.
Yeah, they're not going to let him do it. They got the golden boy who throws 105 as a starting pitcher.
I know. They got to take advantage of him while he's doing this because he won't be doing it in 2 years.
Oh, yeah, right. He'll be on fucking IL. The Phillies and runner-up Cy Young fucking pitchers, man. God damn it.
It's a tired bit, man.
Yeah, it's never going to end. Andrew Painter, come save us. Again, Phillies split against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Game 1, fucking Nola happened. 7-11, the Phillies lose because of fucking Nola. Man gave up 7 earned runs, 8 hits. ERA's up to a 6.04.
Oh my God.
170. Game 2, the Phillies bounced back 8-0 shutout against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Game 3, offense alive for 3 straight games. 10-6, and then they finally die off in Game 4 that the Pirates take back. Alan Ringhall was the pitcher. I mean, he did really good. Not a single earned run in 4 innings, but nonetheless, that's who your starting pitcher is. That's going to be a bullpen game, and it was. The bullpen shit the bed. Phillies, unfortunately, split against the Pirates. Their last homestand until the All-Star break. Unfortunately, I do want to say they're going to be playing in Kansas City for July 4th. What type of bullshit, Rob Manfred, MLB? I have to talk to you guys. Philadelphia was the birthplace of America. July 4th is on a Saturday, a weekend where just about everybody is off on a weekend with the next day to recover. Philadelphia is the birthplace of this country. 250 years they're celebrating, and you don't think, hey, let's have Philly host a game for July 4th. Who would they play? I don't know. The Blue Jays every single year. Yeah, that'd just be perfect, American team versus non-American team, something like that. But regardless who they play, they should have absolutely be home for July 4th. Instead, they're going to play in fucking Kansas City. Get the fuck. Some bullshit, Nate.
Yeah, I will. I have to agree with you on that. I will shell off my recap very quickly, and then we will move on to the preview. Brandon Ashcraft got shelled. Trey Turner hit a leadoff home run, and Marsh followed him up. The vibes were good. Everything was fine. 2 innings later, we got a signature Bryce Harper fucking tank. Everything was good.
It's gorgeous.
Then Dalton left Aaron Nola in too long, who absolutely sucks.
What does he suck? And baseball.
Good question. Yeah. Basically,
sucks the wind out of my fandom. That's what he does. He sucks the life out of my heart because he's just a terrible baseball player. How about that? Huh?
Basically, Aaron Nola sucked, and then Brandon Marsh hit another home run. This guy's unbelievable. Then JT comes through. They're only down 1. You blink and they're down 1. And then we have to announce something. The Sugar Show's over with. The FC's over with. I can't. Once he gave that home run up, he got sent down. It was fun, but he will forever. Listen, we're not going to become a fan club of another. Yeah, that's how I feel too. We're not going to be an FC of another player. It just doesn't hit the same. It's to be determined.
You have
to find
earn
another
it.
one.
You have to
gotta
earn it. You have to earn it.
The
And it has to
Pinstripehype
be-
FC is a big
Mhm.
endorsement.
It is. It is. And you have to be a big league player who is not necessarily a fan favorite. You can become one, but you can't be at first. We have to be on the hype train first. We were like, can we do a prospect? Nah, you can't. You can't do a prospect. You just can't. Nothing hits the same. Me and Nate talked about it as a random fucking relief pitcher that you pulled from the Pittsburgh Pirates out of nowhere, who you just think is going to be the next big thing.
Yep.
And then he absolutely steps on your eyes with.
Game 2. Bubba Chandler gets shelled. Another shell. Sanchez shoved 9 Ks, got out of a few jams, but he was pretty much good. Trey Turner homered again. Justin Crawford fought a 7-pitch at bat versus Bubba Chandler. 6 of them were fastballs. He finally sat down, got a slider, poked the ball down, 2-0 Phils. Beautiful piece of hitting right there. Maybe Kevin Long is doing something. I don't know. But
shut the fuck up.
Yeah. 3-run spot in 7th. Pretty much cruise from there. 8-0 dub. Good job by the Phils. Game 3, another offense explosion. Hello, Trey Turner. 3rd day, 3rd home run in a row. That might be the first time in his career that's happened. 7 earned runs for Skenes. The Phillies have scored 12 runs on Skenes this year. Earned runs. But, yeah, that was pretty crazy. Marsh hit his 15th home run. He only had 11, I think, all of last year. So, Marion
We have
Marsh
to
just
look into that. He hit a home run off of Paul Skenes. We have to look into that.
Yep.
We cannot just ignore that. Like, that has to be
For sure.
discussed.
And Zach Wheeler was ready to kill Don Mattingly because he did not want to come out of that game. I could tell by his demeanor immediately. He wanted to finish it, and I understand Zach Wheeler's point of view on it, but him not finishing that game in the long run coming off of an injured season is more important that Don takes care of it. Rob Thompson probably lets him stay in there, and who knows what happens. I trust Wheeler to get out of that situation, but is it 104 pitches, I think? I don't hate the decision. What do you think about it?
Well, I was actually going to just thinking while we started the pod, I was actually going to turn that into an overreaction reality, but we could just talk about it now. I was going to say is it an overreaction reality that Don should have left Wheeler in. And I'm going to say that's an overreaction. I think it was absolutely, you just hit the nail right on the head. You take him out. I understand both sides. Wheeler has absolutely earned the right to stay in the game with what he has done in his career, 1,000%. He's never come off of blood clot surgery before, and it's 115 degrees is what it felt like in Philly for that game. And he's already given up 10 hits. Yes, he has 10 strikeouts, but or 9, whatever it was. But you're at 104 pitches. It's the first day of July. That's the right call. Now, if we're talking, you just need him to get one out in a division game to decide the division in September, or a playoff game in October. Hell yeah, you leave him in. If Don takes him out, I'll be furious too.
Yep. Absolutely,
you leave him in because you trust him more than anybody you do in the pen that you would bring in at that moment. But
I fully agree.
First day of July.
Fully agree. And then we'll get to game 4 real quick. I do also have to say the bullpen tried to blow that game. Thank God Alec Boehm hit that home run. And yeah, game 4, scheduled loss, Alan Ron-Hill. We'll get to this later on, but he did get sent down. So no more Ron-Hill. It was a good decision. We'll get to it later on, like I said. But Bryce doubled, and that was the only run they scored. Alvarado just is – I'll get to this in the temp checks, but I have to talk about Jose Alvarado. I mean, the bullpen situation is in dire need of attention. They just don't have a bullpen. They should. And, they split with them. We should be doing this pod saying that they took 3 out of 4 right now because of game 1. The fact that Aaron Nola is this bad.
We knew it.
Yeah, we just knew it was coming. The fact that Aaron Nola is actually this bad is just – look, last year he had the injury and he was bad when he was healthy, but you can excuse that, whatever. This year is just total wash. It might be like this the rest of his career. I don't know. He continues to just tarnish his legacy here as a Philly. I mean, it is bad.
It's bad. It's bad, man. I got nothing more to add other than fucking Nola. MVP of the series. I mean, Trey Turner, you earned that one. I'm not going to say much more. Fuck you, but good job. All right. What do you think?
Trey Turner.
Yeah.
3 straight. He's heating up. I'll get to this in the temp checks again, but Trey Turner is looking 10 times better than he was originally. for most of the year. So if they can get this Trey Turner, I'm slowly shifting over, and this is a tease, at the trade deadline.
Moving on. Biggest adjustment, biggest concern, or the adjustment and concern. Concern.
Pick the starting rotation or the bullpen.
Pick one. I mean, just fucking pick one. Honestly, my concern is Don Mattingly pulling Wheeler there. Like, is that going to spark something in the club? I really don't think so, but I think it's a legitimate thing to be concerned about because Wheeler never sounds off like that ever. I don't think he ever did anything like that with the 4 years of Topper here. I don't think something like that ever happened. And then here we are, 2.5 months into the Mattingly era, and he's firing off at him, and he was vocal about it. So I just have the concern that maybe with some players the Donnie approach is going to go through, but others like Wheeler, he might have liked the laid back manager of Rob and not like this Don. I don't know. It's just a possible concern. To me, it's a concern. I'm just going a different route there because I'm tired of saying bullpen this, starting rotation that. How about the manager pulling our ace of that past half decade? And then the ace not being very happy about it. So yeah, I think that's something definitely to keep an eye on as the season progresses. So it's a concern for me.
It's something to just keep an eye on. It could blow over in a couple of days. Or Wheeler might hold it. He did break his streak. I mean, I think it was a 53 game 5 inning streak. That's not nothing to Zach Wheeler. That's important. That's a part of his career history. So yes. It's not. It does hold a little more weight.
It's part of his Hall of Fame, pitch because he's not going to get to Cy Young. So that's part of his Hall of Fame pitch. Is stuff like that. So
this holds a little bit of weight.
It does.
Yeah, I'm probably going to agree with you on that. I was going to talk about that. It is a concern. Will it affect them going forward? Probably not. Zach Wheeler is a professional. Don Mattingly has been a manager before. I'm sure they can bury it. You just don't want to see it. Like you said, I've never seen Zach Wheeler sound off like that. At least I can't recall. But that will be my concern. My adjustment, play Justin Crawford more.
Oh.
I mean, he's up to 250 again. He's having multi-hit games. I liked Derek Hill. I still like Derek Hill. Derek Hill is a good bench player for this team. But I don't like Rincones, whatever. Show me Justin Crawford. Gabriel Rincones Jr. better not be on this team after the trade deadline. If he is, he better be on the bench. So I want to see more Justin Crawford. Play him against lefties. I mean, it can't hurt. He's your 9th hitter. He's going to see the lowest amount of at-bats in a game. One player on offense usually doesn't lose you a game. So I want to see Justin Crawford more.
That's fair. My adjustment is going to be related to right field. Derek Hill had an incredible week, and then Gabriel Rincones has just been playing the majority of the games over him. It is absolutely sickening that's the fact. My adjustment, if this is what we're going to be doing, send Rincones wherever the fuck you want to send him. Call up Felix Reyes. Give him a legitimate shot. Let him play every day in right field. He just hit his 19th home run of the season in AAA last night. He has an OPS over 1,000.
445 feet, too, I think it was.
Nuked. Give him a legitimate chance up here. Give him a legit chance. Let him play every day. See what you have in him for a couple weeks to a month. What's the worst that's going to happen? Not much. Rincones is already hitting, what, like one bullshit.
Yeah.
I think the number starts with a 1. So what's it going to hurt? And then late in game, you can put Derek Hill in for, defense, right? You can still play Hill, with Crawford if you want, right? But you absolutely, I think adjustment they have to give Felix Reyes a shot.
This is the correct take. You're hitting this on the head right here because now that Adolis Garcia is hurt, this is their chance to play Felix Reyes every day in right field. If you're not going to get a better chance than this.
No.
And I don't know if they're doing it to trade him at the deadline and they don't want to,
Could be.
There is reoccurring parts of this, but the current spot that they're in with Rincones, I mean, he's hitting like singles on the ground a little bit more now, but I think the batting average is around 150. I don't care, man.
Shit.
Felix Reyes hit a home run off Chris Sale on his first at bat.
Yeah, fucking right he did.
I mean, come on, like
fucking right he did.
And I'm not saying the reason he was playing bad up here is because he wasn't playing a lot. He might just not be good.
No.
But what I'm going to say is Felix Reyes has shown you way more this year in AAA than Gabriel Marcones did
ever
coming back. Yeah. So I just Felix Reyes.
You have to. And I understand that they're leaving him down there to see if they can find a trade partner for the deadline. I get that. If that's what you do, fine. If you don't have a right fielder after the deadline and he's still here and he's not caught up,
blunder.
There's just a 0% chance that that's the case. If he's here after the deadline and we still don't have a right fielder, he's going to be our everyday right fielder. That just feels like what they're doing. But fuck that shit. Let's do it now. Let's do it now.
Another thing, too, is they have to figure out what they want to do with Brian De La Cruz soon because I believe after the deadline, he can just bounce.
Yeah,
some team will pick him up.
Oh, absolutely. He can choose to be a free agent. Yeah, that's coming. That's something, too.
So maybe, quickly, another adjustment to add on here. Get rid of Garrett Stubbs. Bring in Brian De La Cruz.
When we brought Garrett Stubbs up, we were
I know,
like 10 games under 500.
I can't do the vibes thing anymore, though, man.
It's working, Nate. But it's working. Who's saying that? But it's working. It's working. It's working.
Somehow.
Send Gabriel Rincones somewhere and then bring him up. How about that? Because
okay,
it's working. It's working.
Okay, I can get with that.
Temperature checks. I'm going to be quick with mine.
Go ahead.
Bullpen. Fuck you, die. 3.6. Don't need to say anything more. Our FC's dead. Alvarado sucks. We still have nothing. Same story over and over and over and over and over. It's Johan Duran and a bunch of fucking nobodies. 3.6.
Yeah, I mean, Tanner Banks is back. Maybe hopefully they figured something out in AAA. I highly doubt it. Tanner Banks is not good. But I feel like I've seen Seth Johnson so much recently. I know him personally at this point. Tim Mayza gave up a run.
He's a one-inning guy, Don.
Yeah. We don't need the wraparound. Mainly what I need to touch on here, Jose Alvarado, he is not currently, as of the day we were recording this podcast, he is just not a big league, an MLB pitcher anymore. His stuff sucks. It doesn't move. But the thing is, they can't get rid of him because they have no depth. I mean, behind him, you look, it's Tim Mayza, who might even probably better. You trust more than Jose at this point. Kyle Backus and Tanner Banks, who just got sent down. I mean, it is astonishing to me that how bad the depth is for the lefties. They have nobody in Lehigh Valley, at least that I'm aware of. Look, I know getting rid of Mastrom was the right move, but when you get rid of someone who's been a solid foundation for you for years and you don't replace it with more solid foundation, they went and shifted to Brad Keller instead, who's a righty. So it's like you didn't address the lefty at all. Look, I was high on Kyle Backus. I've said this before, but I'm not a MLB president of baseball operations, okay? Dave Dombrowski just thought Kyle Backus was going to come in here and be fine. Maybe not for the whole season, maybe until the trade deadline. But this is where we're at with the bullpen. I'm at like a 2. I'm at not even. Johan Duran is the 2. There is Ryan Kirkering might be the 2.1. Jonathan Bolin has great stuff. He seems to get into jams all the time. He's the weirdest pitcher I've ever seen. He's a great fastball. Everything else sucks. I don't know, man. I'm at like a 2.2, 2.3. I'm so tired of watching them blow leads.
Yep.
I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm just fucking sick of it.
Yep.
I think I hit it on the head right there, man.
I mean, pull one out. I mean, good job. I mean, yeah. I mean, fuck! Starting pitching's not much better. It's tough because Rangel just had a good outing and then you get sent down. I understand it. You only need him once in the next 3 weeks, so I get it. Maybe you're protecting his stats at the big league level for a trade. Who fucking knows? It wouldn't shock me because he's been pretty decent since he's come up. So
swing guy.
Right. That could be, just what they're trying to do is just build his value up a little bit, by sending him down, leaving him down. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Nola, dog shit. We know about Zeus being 50-50. We know you've heard the story 100 times over. Sanchez, dog. Wheeler, dog. Nola sucks. The other guy is usually inconsistent, and then Zeus is inconsistent. So you're sitting around a 5. I'm just going to sit at a 4.9 because Nola just looks absolutely Taiwan Walker-esque. It is fucking terrible. I'm sitting 4.9, and I don't know what to do with Aaron Nola. I literally don't know. No team will take the contract. You don't want to cut him and eat that contract for as many years as you have to. Nate, go ahead.
It's actually funny you bring up Taiwan Walker because I saw a comparison the other day. Guess whose stats were fucking better?
I saw
Aaron Nola got extended November 19th in 2023, coming off of a 4.46 ERA season. Now, let me speak for a minute. In 2024, the first year in his 7-year contract extension, 3.57 ERA, hit his 200 innings, or I believe it was like an inning or two, or a out or two under, whatever. Good season from Nola. Good season. The extension looked okay. 2025 comes, a 6.1 ERA, only started 17 games, injured for half the year, did nothing to help the rotation. Thank God they had Ranger Suarez still. Thank God they brought in Jesus Luzardo. Fast forward, 2026. 6.4 ERA in 85 innings. He gives up 2 or 3 home runs a game. He has 57 earned runs in 85 innings.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, Dave. Good shit.
I mean, and the whip is at a 1.49. This guy makes $30 million a season. Dave! What are we doing? This guy is their 4th starter right now. This is unbelievable. I somehow, they need a starting pitcher now. They need a starting pitcher.
See what you're about to say. You missed Taiwan Walker.
Oh, my God. No, I don't miss either one. I got 2 eyes and 2 forks, and then you just gave me 2 names. So
ding.
Yeah.
You're going to pull them out and just keep
starting rotation. They have 2 good starters and 1. No, sorry. Let me rephrase. They have 2 elite starters and 1 good starter.
Mm.
Then they have Aaron Nola. I don't even know what category that is. And then they don't even have a 5th starter. Luckily, thank goodness they don't need one they need him one time in the next 3 weeks.
3 weeks, right.
We can get by with that.
Mm-hmm.
So that actually worked out very well schedule-wise for the Phillies at a time that they need it.
Nola brings the rotation from a 9 to a 4.
Yes, I'm at I'll sit at a 5.2 because of the big 3, and they can win any series with them 3. But
Zeus.
He's been better. I like Zeus. He's been better. But Aaron Nola pretty much counters that with being worse. So it's like you cancel it out.
Yes. Yeah.
It's got to be honest.
Well, let's shift to an ironic good part of the baseball team right now. The offense. How you guys doing? How you doing today, huh? You want to take a seat at the table? Get your coffee, maybe some tea, a little honey. We're going to get out of the threes, gentlemen. We're getting out of the threes of the offense. They absolutely shit on really good pitching.
They saw 4 good pitchers, too.
They saw good pitching, and they actually did shit. Granted, with how hot it was, the balls were flying. So I'm taking it with a grain of salt. I'm going 4.3. 4.3 on the offense.
Welcome to the force.
Well, we'll see how long they can keep me there. They face the Royals, so they might keep me there for a little while. I'm going 4.3. I mean, Trey Turner woke up. Alec Boehm, hit. I think he had 2 homers a series.
I remember 1.
I know the one he had the incredible play.
He might have hit another one at garbage time or something.
Bryce Homers, Brandon Marsh, just fucking dog. I mean, great series with offense. So I'm going to sit. I'm up from the threes. I'm at a 4.3 now, and that is, if you know me, that's like an 8. But it's a 4.3.
I was at a 4.8 last pod. I'm gonna look. Go ahead. Say what you want to say.
No. I will let you get it out.
Okay. They did hit Paul Skenes, but He's been struggling a little bit. I saw his shoulder motion is down. Maybe something's going on. I don't know. At the end of the day, though, they did hit Paul Skenes. So I'm going to move him above a 5.1, only 0.1 over. I'm going to keep it modest.
I thought you were going to go into the 6s.
Hell no. Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Trey has 16 hits since the National Series started in 11 games. He has 3 homers. Marsh continues to shine. Crawford looks way better. I mean, it's they had I think it was 36 hits versus the Pirates this series. That's that's pretty good. So for them, I'll take it. It's a 4-game series though, so it should be higher than 36. But yesterday happened and they only had 4 hits. Jared Jones looked pretty good, but yeah. That being said, I will sit at a 5.1. They'll stay over 5 for me right now. If they continue to hit versus the Royals, maybe bump them up a few ticks. Nowhere near 6 though. Can't do it.
Yeah. Okay. Next, Don Mattingly. Boy, oh boy.
A little bit shaky here recently.
A little questionable. Just with the whole thing with Wheeler. I mean, that's enough for me to drop him. Drop him.
Yeah, and like you said, like we agree with it, but it's like you don't want to.
It's fucking tough, man. That should be a conversation that's been had in the dugout prior to this. Hey, if we're in a situation like this is what I'm going to do. You talk it out, you figure it out. You don't just do it on the fly because this is what you fucking get. Fuck, man. I'm going to go. He left Nola in that long. That's who you fucking pull at 4 2/3 innings. That's who you fucking pull at a 3rd inning.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might have to pull him before that.
Right. Well, he didn't even make it 4 2 fucking thirds. So he left Nola in. He absolutely bent over. He took Wheeler out again. I get it, but fuck, dude. I'm gonna sit 6.8 on Donnie Baseball. He's dropped. I think I had him low 8s. He's high 6s because this is a rough series. 1, the decisions. 2, you're getting player backlash, not just from any player, from Zach Wheeler. That's an issue. That drops a whole point in its own. I'm sitting 6.8 on Donnie Baseball right now. I am not the biggest fan. The bullpen management, he can only do so much with what the fuck he has.
Yep.
But that's tough, man. Tough series. And he's gonna have to. It seems like get a little bit, that trust back from Wheels. So I think he'll do it. But man, right now that's rough. I'm sitting 6.8.
So I will sit at 7 flat, 7 even. Listen. Aaron Nola cannot see a 3rd time through a lineup. That has to be something he's on. Even if Aaron Nola is on, the home runs are going to come.
$80 million, and he can't see a lineup a 3rd time.
Yeah. So I will give Don the benefit of the doubt and say in the 7s because I do want to say, I guess this is kind of a build off of what you said. He's working with what he's got. And they still have the best record in baseball since he took over. So imagine what this looks like if Dave can go out and get a proper deadline. Like if he can go out and do something good at the deadline, imagine how this looks under Don Mattingly considering how good it looks right now. Just a thought.
We'll see.
Just a thought.
We'll talk about that in a little bit too.
I will say too. Yeah, you're right about the Wheeler and Nola shit. Zach Wheeler looked stunned when he walked out there.
Yeah.
So hopefully we just move on from this and it's just a little pothole in the road.
Water under the bridge, hopefully. Right now the water's on the fucking bridge. Overall, I'm still not cracking the 5s. I'm going to sit 4.8. You split with the Pirates. You should have taken 2 out of 3. I'm just not there. I'm just still not there. They're not facing good baseball teams, and they're splitting series they should win. I'm sitting 4.8.
5-4. They're 2.5 back from the Braves. 10 games over 500 still. 1 win away from number 50. And they are 7-3 in their last 10. I'll sit it at 5-4.
They haven't fucking played nobody.
Hey, at least they're doing their job.
Well, yeah, but we've seen this fucking story.
For now, I will put that on the end of that.
Yeah, good catch. Quick preview. Royal Series. You got to sweep them. They fucking blow. They're 35-53. You got to
Man.
sweep them. You're probably going to win 2 out of 3 because you have an Aaron Nola game in here, and that's insane. That's just where we're fucking at with fucking Nola. July 4th, Jesus Luzardo loves to pitch these big games. He's pitching on Easters. He's pitching July 4th against Michael Wacha. Good pitcher. 5-5. He's a 3.31 ERA. Zeus is down to a 3.88. You got to win that game. You just have to. Sunday, you got fucking Nola against Lewin Avila. I don't know how to say his first name. Lewinder Avila. He's a 5-4. He's basically it seems like the Nola for the Royals, but making a fucking penny. So Nola's $180 million.
Is he an opener or a starter?
He's a starter. Yeah, he's 3-3. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I've never heard of him.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea.
No, I know. We follow the league too, so that's a new one for me.
Yeah, and then Monday, the Royals are throwing out Noah Cameron against Christopher Sanchez. You win that game 9 times out of 10. This better be one of those 9. You got to take 2 out of 3. I'm calling for a sweep. Fuck it. After a series, you should have taken 3 out of 4. Nola, you have to fucking bounce back. Give us something here. You got to sweep. You got to sweep for Philly for the 250, July 4th weekend. You got to sweep the Royals. They blow.
Yeah, I have a question. This feels a little trappy to me right before the All-Star break against a bad Royals team.
If they lose 2 or 3 games to the Kansas City Royals, the next podcast will be unskippable.
Yeah.
The Kansas City Royals are 18 games under 500. They are essentially already eliminated from playoff contention. They are looking at number 1 pick status. If we lose a series to this fucking team, we are 14 games better than them about halfway through the season.
I will sit it to a 2 out of 3. I'm just saying.
And that's okay. I would just want to sweep after what you should have taken 3 out of 4, so get that extra game back.
You're right. Like the Nola against, I think it's Lewinder Avila. They're, who knows?
Nola versus Nola. We might see an 18-16 game there. I don't know.
Who knows? I mean, he has 43 strikeouts and 30 walks with a 1.67 whip. I mean, that's this guy. If this offense doesn't touch that guy, they just hit Paul Skenes. So come on.
Right. Come on. Exactly. So we'll see what fucking happens. Got to win at least 2 out of 3. I'm greedy because they sold the series win against the Pirates at home. You got to go get a sweep. Get a fucking sweep. Make up for it. That'd be fantastic. Moving on, Nate. Your weekly prospect. Talk to me. It was the first of the month. What is due the first of the month?
The rent is due on the first of the month. Francisco Renteria is the organization's player of the month. Just phenomenal numbers. I mean, 393 batting average, 463 OBP, 607 slug, 1070 OPS, 4 triples, 3 home runs. Mind you, this guy's only 17 years old. So
wheels.
Yep. So listen, I've said this. I don't think anyone should be untouchable at the deadline. He is the number 1 guy I do not want them to trade. Gage Wood, I love Gage Wood, but this guy, they need him.
I agree. There's very few players that I think you give him up for.
Yes.
Because of the possibility. Not a rental. David!
No, absolutely not. And then, I saw, before I get to the other prospect, I saw Ruin Tomorrow Jr. talking about he would trade Renteria, and I think he said Gage Wood and Arun Escobar, somewhat for Aroldis Chapman and Ranger Suarez. Why didn't we just sign Ranger back then? This guy was a GM of our team.
That's a nursery home for the little future we have.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy he said that. And then, real quick, Ramon Marquez got promoted to high A. He's made 2 starts. 10 innings pitched. There are only 3 earned runs. That's decent sample size. Out of 2 starts, you get 5 innings to start. 1 home run, 5 walks, a little shaky there, 11 Ks, but, he's working his way up to high A. Maybe we'll see him at Double A by the end of the year if he doesn't get traded. So
We'll see.
we'll see.
We're going to go into just one overreaction reality for you guys. And then we're going to talk about prospects.
Prospects?
Sorry, not prospects. Trade targets. Fuck
Yep.
you. Fucking 10-hour day. Just fuck you. Eat my shit. How about
I had
that?
to do a few of them this week. I understand.
Fucking just lick my asshole. Fuck you. Overreaction reality. Is this the year Dave Dombrowski goes all in and acquires multiple big additions at the deadline for the Phils?
You go first.
Reality, because he fucking has to. Reality, because he has no fucking choice. If he does the shit he's done in the past, he's fired, and he knows it. So if he wants to keep his job, he's going to sell every fucking prospect, including Francisco Renteria. Everybody's probably going to be gone. He's going to overpay probably for just about everything in theory. He has no choice. I'm not saying reality because I trust in him. I'm saying reality because his choices are go all in, show that you're doing everything to get this team a World Series, gets your ass fucking fired. Because if they don't win a World Series, your ass is fucking fired. And this team right now is not winning a World Series. So your ass will be fucking fired. So you got to go out and you got to get multiple players, a bat, a pitcher, starting pitcher, and relief pitcher. Lefty specifically. If he does that, he has to. Nate, I see you fucking staring at me. He has to. If he doesn't, he's fired, and I think he wants to keep the job. He has no fucking choice but to go all in. If he doesn't, that podcast episode will be must-see TV. Post-deadline, if Dave Dombrowski comes back with a mid-tier starting pitcher, a mid-tier relief pitcher, and a fucking platoon bat, this podcast will be unskippable. But I'm saying reality because he doesn't have a fucking option. He has to go all in.
Okay. Can I have the floor?
Sure.
This is reality. He has to go all in at the deadline.
Okay.
But I have to say, he has put himself in this position where you don't have a fifth starter. You don't have enough bullpen arms.
Yep.
You don't have a right fielder. You don't have depth. There is too many needs for this team to fill all at once. He has put them in this position where they have to make a choice and they have to go all in probably 2 out of 3 of those. And they don't have the ammunition to do it. You're going to have to overpay and trade top guys because your farm's not good enough as other fucking teams in the league. You're going to see a bunch of rentals come in probably because I got to tell you right now, if I only see one trade get made, like one real trade, like a legitimate player comes in here type of trade, I will crash the fuck out on this podcast. This team is too old. They're too far into the core. They're too deep into the core. I don't give a shit if you keep these prospects or not because the reality of the situation is the team is going to suck when these prospects come up anyway. Sure, you're going to try to build a fucking foundation with them. What Phillies prospects have hit? What Phillies prospects have hit? They are not good at developing starting major league prospects.
Mr. 643.
It's just the reality of it. They need to trade everybody. Like I said, Renteria is my number one guy. I don't want traded. If it's for someone important that can help this team win and put them over the top, goodbye. Goodbye. And I'm a prospect guy. But we've said this. There's not going to be baseball next year. This season is too important to just throw away. You're 2.5 games back from the Braves, which should propel you even more. He went all in with the Tigers for like 10 years. He went all in with the Red Sox. Where's our all in? Where is the Phillies all in? You know, I saw Phil's Tailgate put out his past trade deadlines. 2021, whatever. He filled the gaps with little ammunition. 2022, got Brandon Marsh, cool. 23 and 24 were total fucking failures in the prime of this run. Michael Lorenzen in 23.
That's perfect.
And Rodolfo Castro. Then 24, Austin Hayes and Carlos Estevez. Where was the all-in move there? Now we're in a position this year. Last year got the Ron. I'll give him credit. Whatever. And Bader worked out good. This year, though, we're in a position where every team in the league is not going to fucking sell. All these teams that are a couple games back in the AL, they're going to try to compete. It's a weak conference. The National League's going to try to buy. There might only be 5 or 6 teams who are willing to sell. And this, you're right, this is reality. He has to go all in, but he has put himself in this position where they just don't have the ammo to outbid other teams.
Well, you said it. He did it to himself. The reason he has to go all in is because of his blunders and his fuck-ups and his misdoings.
These off seasons have been terrible.
Yes.
If you can't patch everything in the trade deadline if you don't patch shit in the off season.
Right.
Like I said earlier in the pod, they didn't go out and replace Matt Strom.
Right.
Now we got to go trade for a lefty.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying I'm a fucking expert and I know exactly who they should have went out and got. It's not my job. He could have made a trade in the offseason with somebody. But now he's got to do it at the deadline when other teams are going to be trying to do it with you. This has potential to be his worst deadline yet.
Oh, let it.
It does.
I actually want it to be. You think I'm trolling? I want it to be.
Like, this has potential to be a disaster if he doesn't figure something out, because these other GMs have their, they're on this stuff and they have better farms. I don't know, man. Teams know the Phillies are going to be desperate at the deadline, so
let him. Is this thing on? Let him fumble the trade deadline right now. Let Dave Dombrowski fumble the trade deadline. Let him do it. Let him have the worst trade deadline he's ever had. Let the stories come back that the Phillies had the opportunity to get guys like Tariq Skubal, say Joe Adell, say, guys like Chapman, right? Say, hey, you could have reunited with Ranger Suarez. Say Logan Webb was available all this time. Brent Rooker's out for the season. He's off the table. But say some of these guys, stories come out, Dave Dombrowski and the Phillies near a deal for blah, 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 but Dave wouldn't include X. So in return, the Phillies get a relief pitcher, a flex starter, a rental, this podcast might get us banned on YouTube, on Spotify. We might get kicked out of the fucking country.
Don't ban us, YouTubes, but don't ban us. Don't ban us.
We might get kicked out of the country for some of the things that are going to come out of what we're going to say. I can't speak for Nate. I'll speak for myself. If Dave Dombrowski has his worst deadline that he's ever had, the things that I am going to say are probably going to get me put on lists, and we are going to get banned on just about everything. And Nate, I think you'll be right there with me.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you look back, you mess up in the offseason, now you got to fix it during the season. I mean, a prime example of this, and hindsight's always 2020. Yeah. They could have most likely traded Andrew Painter for Garrett Crochet, and they deemed Andrew Painter untouchable. And a guy who goes all in at deadlines had deemed a player untouchable. So I mean, like I said earlier, where is our all in?
It has to be on the way.
I don't care if you got to trade anybody, do it.
Painter, Crawford, Miller, Gage, Renteria, everything is on the table.
Yep. I mean,
Dave Dombrowski, you have to go get it done.
This team is gonna suck in a few years, and we're gonna be here with you guys watching them suck, and we're gonna be going through the air, walking you guys through the air. But
I'll put it this way: if the Phillies were a team that didn't spend money, I'd understand wanting to hold on the prospect.
Yes, correct.
The Phillies will rebuild this team because they spend money through free agency, prospects or not. They're going to pay players money. They're going to have decent baseball teams because they are one of the few teams that are going to actually spend money. The ownership will spend money. John Middleton will open up the fucking wallet. Fuck a prospect, dude. Fuck the prospect. It's not like we're a team that is not going to pay a player right? It's not like, hey, we have to hold on to our good prospects. They're our only future. No, realistically, our future is going to be in the fucking next big guy we trade for or sign.
Yes.
And then give a lot of money to if we trade for him. So there's no point on prospect holding. I was 50-50 on the whole Andrew Panther thing. Hindsight, again, it's 2020. We've seen it. Our best two prospects that come up the last decade are Alec Bohm and Aaron Nola. Look where the fuck we're at now. And then our next two, Andrew Painter, Ada Miller. Look where the fuck we're at now. Fuck the prospects. Francisco Renteria, super exciting. Gage Wood, super exciting. Who even knows if they'll even ever be anything? Fuck them. Go trade for somebody who is more than established. And I'll stop there.
Last thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, there's probably going to be a quote-unquote salary cap coming. Prospects will be super important during that. But until that comes in, right now, who cares?
Because that's going to be a couple years that even happens.
Yeah,
so,
and the Phillies are going to have to rid contracts by then. So
yes,
some of these guys might not even be here. I mean,
fucking Nola.
So we'll see what happens. But I think we
Mm-hmm.
pretty much cleared everything we needed to on that.
I think so. I think we just got ourselves angry over a possibility of Dave being. Anyways, last portion of this podcast, trade targets. I've been giving my weekly trade target, not weekly, every single pod, my trade target, every single pod the past handful, as we're going to continue to do leading up to the trade deadline.
Hell yeah.
We put out a poll, two of them.
Two.
About who you guys want the Phils to get. And we put in some realistic names, okay? We're not saying Ketel Marte, Tariq Skubal, right? Realistic names. We started with starting pitchers. We named 4. Of these 4, would you like the Phillies to get Casey Mize, Sonny Gray, Reed Detmers, or Robbie Ray? The vast majority, 75% to be exact, voted for either Mize or Sonny Gray. 44% said Sonny Gray to 31% for Mize. You guys want Sonny Gray. I'm for it. He's having a little revived year right now. I am all for that. Now, also put one out about a bat. Who would you guys, and this one surprised me a little bit.
This one surprised me.
Of these 4 names, who would you want the Phillies to get? Joe Adell, Casey Schmidt, Taylor Ward, or Isaac Paredes? Paredes might as well just not even been on this fucking list. He
apparently
got 8% of the votes. In third place, Joe Adell. Only 25%.
They don't like to swing and miss, man.
27% said Taylor Ward, and the gold medal at a whopping 40%. You guys want Casey Schmidt having an incredible year. Amazing year. But wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to ask you this, Nate. If the Phillies deadline consists of, say, a solid lefty relief arm, whoever that may be, say they end up getting Chapman, right, and Sonny Gray in a deal. Say they do that.
Oh, God. That's a hefty.
Well, fuck them. Say they get Chapman and Sonny deal, or say they get Sonny and then some other left-handed arm at the pen that's decent.
Sure.
Plus Casey Schmidt. Sonny Gray, Casey Schmidt, decent lefty out of the pen.
I will throw a parade for Dave Dombrowski. With the current farm construction, if he somehow can land them, I'm good. The thing is, if they want to do Sonny Gray, probably going to cost you 3 mid-level prospects. Mm-hmm. And maybe for the Phillies, that includes 1 upper echelon prospect. It is a rental, but he is pitching out of his mind right now, I believe.
He is.
And if you want to throw a Aroldis Chapman in there, my God, we are looking at some serious ammo for this. I don't even know if they have the ammo for it.
If that's what the deadline is, I don't think that moves a needle at all.
Really? Casey Schmidt and Sonny Gray?
I don't think it would.
I do.
I think a little bit. I think instead of a wild card / second round exit, you're looking at maybe the NLCS.
You're someone who wants that big move. You want that Tariq Skubal, and
I need the all in. I need the, hey, we're going to go get the best fucking player available, because we think we can make it happen with a guy like that. That to me shows Dave Dombrowski's like, yes, I fucked up. Yes, I did bad. Here's my way of saying sorry. I can't do better than this.
So I was going to ask you, would you be okay with 3 decent players like Band-Aids, or do you just need one very good player?
So would you consider these 3 Band-Aids?
I would consider Casey Schmidt an actual upgrade and Sonny Gray.
Yes. Okay.
As far as the lefty goes, I don't think Chapman's realistic in that package.
Right, no, probably
Lefty's
not.
probably going to be a Band-Aid. Because if you get Sonny Gray, it extends the bullpen. So, like, it does.
Fuck, man. If you're asking me if I would prefer Sonny Gray, Casey Schmidt, and a lefty, or just hypothetically.
I'm actually shocked more people didn't say Casey Mize for the pitcher.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, Sonny Gray is good, but he is older.
He is. That's the I just don't know, man, because these guys, Sonny Gray has had inconsistencies up and down in his career. Casey Schmidt, I mean,
Sonny Gray has been good for a long time, though.
He has.
Been doing it for a while.
I am a guy. I want the Sixers spoiled me. They just went all in. I need Dave Dombrowski to match it. I need Dave Dombrowski to match it. If it's not Scooble, I think a Logan Webb. If they can pull off somehow a Logan Webb and a Casey Schmidt, I mean, that's the entire fucking farm. I don't care.
Oh, it is 100% the entire farm.
And I would love that because Scooble, realistically, that's not going to happen. I don't know, man. Sonny Gray, he's having a good year. I'm just not on the Sonny Gray train. I don't know why, man. He's having a really good year. I'm just not. I just don't think that, for whatever reason, I'm not talking about stats. I'm not talking about literal reason. I'm talking about feeling. I just feel like that just wouldn't be enough. I feel like somehow Casey Schmidt would come here and turn down his ability about 3 notches. I think Sonny Gray would come here. He'd sit next to Aaron Nola, and somehow, his fastball loses 3 miles an hour. These are just the things I don't know, man. Great haul. That would be a phenomenal haul if Dave is able to do it. Don't get me wrong. I just don't fucking trust it if it's not a guy who is elite and is basically, there's no way he can switch teams and down and like regress. That's what I need. It's not going to happen. That's what I need. If he gets, hypothetically, Schmidt, Sonny Gray, and a lefty, at least, that would be a good deadline.
It would be a very good deadline because I don't think they have the farm to get 3 of those guys. I think you have it for 2 on that caliber of player.
Figure it out. I don't fucking care. Figure it out.
All right, end of the pod. Last question. Is LeBron coming to Philly?
Yep. Pack your bags. Everyone's becoming a Sixers fan.
See a lot of people in the city saying they were going to kidnap Bronny.
Fuck yeah. Johnny
jokingly, YouTube. Jokingly.
Nah, Johnny Broom in 2 seconds, and I would personally fly to LA, be his personal chauffeur, be his butler, bring him back to Philly, wax his shoes, and ask him for Bron's number and call him and tell him, "Hey, Bronny's in Philly. Come on by." Yes, the Sixers fired that fat slob Daryl Morey, and Mike Gainsey has been
Gainsey's been lights out.
Man. My God, that hire to me was like, what the fucking? He shut my mouth so quick. Jaylen Brown, Anthony Simons, Caleb Love, back-to-back days, and of course Dean Wade. And next, to close it all out, is going to be the GOAT. LeBron is coming to Philly. If you saw what Rich Paul did on that podcast show, whatever it was, he had basically the 5 teams LeBron was really thinking about, and then a couple side teams. One of the main teams right in the middle were the Sixers. Tyrese Maxey's name had a star next to it. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see my hand shaking. I need LeBron. He was this close in 2018 to come in here, but fucking LA had to scoop him because of fucking Space Jam. This close to coming to Philly. It's time for him to fulfill the prophecy. LeBron, it's time to come where you were always meant to be. Philly's here. If LeBron can complete the process, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. A lineup: Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, LeBron fucking James, and Joel Embiid.
Pretty sick.
That I fucking kid you not, could be an all-star team.
So
Like, Tyrese Maxey could start in an all-star game. Jaylen Brown, Joel, and LeBron, obviously. VJ, not yet. In a couple years, he probably will.
So let's come back down to reality for a second. Even if they don't land LeBron,
yes.
Do you still think that they're the best team in the East right now?
I do.
I mean, Celtics got worse. The Knicks have to repeat. The Cavs, they got a little worse.
The Knicks lost a very important piece of theirs.
They did.
They lost Mitchell Robinson.
They did. The Pacers are the Pacers.
They just signed Andre Drummond.
Raptors got Kawhi, so we'll see how that looks.
The Raptors are going to be good again.
The Heat got Giannis, but they're a bench short.
Right. They lost a good bit, and Kawhi can't stay healthy, so I'm not really too concerned about that.
I think the Sixers are the best team in the East right now, man. As of today, on paper.
It's them and the Knicks again on paper, because shit always happens, injuries, whatever. On paper, I think they are. The Pistons are going to lose Duren.
Tobias is gone, which is just another body
that made them better.
Yeah, true. Well, another thing too, like real quick, even if they're in a position now, I guess we can end after this because we're closing on an hour. Even if Joel doesn't play a whole lot, say he misses like 30 games before,
That's a lot of fucking games for him to play. 50? Fuck.
No, I was gonna say before like the chunk point of the season. Last year when he did that, they only had Maxey and VJ and a bunch of bench players. They now have another scorer. So
no, they don't have another scorer. They have the guy who just finished 6th in MVP voting, a Finals MVP.
Yep.
In his prime. They traded Paul George, going to be 37 years old on a max contract with 2 years left, for a former Finals MVP, guy who just averaged damn near 30, finished 6th in MVP voting. And you tie him next to Tyrese Maxey, former MVP, Joel Embiid, young upcoming star VJ Edgecombe.
I'm just saying, I mean, I think that even if Embiid doesn't play too much, that can get them by for 45 to 50 wins.
They can be a top 3 seed without Embiid.
Yeah.
Because they signed, again, Ariel Huckporty does not move the needle in any way, shape, or form. Nate, you probably don't even know who the fuck that is.
Is that a backup center?
Do you know what team he's from?
He was on the Knicks, right?
I'm shocked. I'll give it to you. Yes.
Yeah.
He was on the Knicks, yes. But he's a real backup center. He's not a Dembona. Okay? He's not old, completely useless Andre Drummond, who's now on the Knicks. Yes. That's a solid move, right? You have Dean Wade, who is probably tall enough to play the 5 in a small ball lineup if you need him to. But I mean, this is the best team already the Sixers have ever put together. If they, as is, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, Dean Wade, Joel Embiid on the bench, Anthony Simons, Caleb Love, who I don't understand how he's a free agent, averaged 10 points as a rookie for the Blazers, and they let him walk.
I saw some people complaining about his lack of his defense and his
Who
like
gives a shit, man.
Yeah, well, he's not going to play too many minutes for the Sixers. He'll play a little bit.
He'll just be a shooter and a scorer off the bench, if anything. You have Justin Edwards. I know they lost a lot of the bench. Kelly left, Grimes left, but they didn't really.
Did you say the player they drafted too?
Yeah, LeBaron. LeBron has to come here. We have LeBaron. Now we need LeBron. I mean, LeBaron, he'll contribute. He's going to be a rookie. So how much can you really count on a rookie, But what the Sixers have is extremely promising. Extremely fucking promising. They don't need a deep bench. They have Anthony Simons. That's a starter on a lot of teams. And he chose to come to Philly because he thinks the fit would be perfect. He can run the second string. And that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. The only thing the Sixers are missing is a facilitator / playmaker shooter. LeBron James is all 3 of those, plus the greatest fucking player of all time. And he already said he don't give a shit about money. The dude's a billionaire. He just wants to go where he's happy. Tyrese Maxey's name had a star next to it. Rich Paul said, and I quote, LeBron loves Maxey.
Just an FYI to everyone who listens to the pod. If LeBron does not sign here, one of these pods will have an all-time crash out at the end of it with Chris, because the end of these pods are us just talking sports. But
Yeah, it depends on where
yeah,
he goes.
that's true. True.
Because if he goes to like the Warriors, I get that. If he goes back to Miami, Cleveland, whatever, I get it. If he goes to the fucking Spurs or Thunder, the thing is, I think it's a legitimate thing because Rich Paul said if the Knicks did not win the finals, LeBron would already be a Knick. He would already be a New York Knick. And I would hate my life.
I saw that. Yeah, they'd run it back and they'd win another finals.
Right. But he basically said he's not going there because they just won. But that means he's open to the East Coast. The Philly area has some great golf courses, LeBron, inside and outside for you. Great.
Hey.
Good food.
Come here for 1 year.
1 year. Maybe 2 if you want to play with Bryce.
Whatever.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He's open to coming to the East Coast. He was going to go to New York. 2 hours away, you're in Philly. LeBron, come do it. Finish what you were supposed to do in 2018. Fuck Space Jam. You're not doing that no more. Come where you were supposed to be. The team's better now than it was then. You're the missing puzzle piece. You're the final piece. Get you ring number 5. And leave no doubt.
Good on the Sixers.
We love them. We hate them. Nate, they are the Philadelphia Phillies.
Peace. All right.